Machine learning is the next big thing, and a lot of attention is being focused on it. Because of that, if you go online, look for tutorials, courses, beginner courses, coding camps, trying to prepare people to become data scientists. They abound. But what you'll also notice is that 99% of them are geared towards people with a strong background in math, right? Strong in linear algebra, statistics, have knowledge of what tensors are, and it can be a big hurdle for those who are looking to get into the field, and it's definitely gonna be a big hurdle for us as high school students. And so what we have here are 3 tutorials. The first one is at GitHub. This gentleman here was a high school student who studied machine learning and artificial intelligence for a year. From the looks of it, he has put quite a bit of effort into his studies, and this is the learning pathway that he's put together for other high school students who are just taking their first step into the area. So then there's another one here at Elite Data Science that present 8 machine learning projects for beginners, and these might be a good starting place for you to begin your journey. And then here we have TJ Machine Learning Club. You can go ahead and take a look and poke around. And so this this assignment is going to be organic, where you're going to be let loose to explore at your leisure these different topics. I would recommend getting here onto the GitHub account. I would recommend reading through this. The beginning portion talks about how knowing Python is a prerequisite. For those of you who already have taken the Python class here at the school with me, we can go ahead and skip that. For those of you who have not, Python is going to be a pretty strong requirement for moving forward. But luckily, I'm pretty well familiar with the language, so I can kind of speed you up through it as long as you have a background in computer science and understand algorithms to a certain level. And then we have here basics of machine learning. Here's a free course. You could start right there, right? And so we just go through this material, right? And as you go through the material, well, you're going to be going onto the Wikipedia pages because you'll hit a concept you don't understand. You'll be going onto YouTube videos because there is a term that is unknown to you, and so you'll be digging and coming back to the course, and then going back online looking for resources, and then coming back onto the course. And as you make your way through, I want it to be an organic experience, but at the same time, I want you to keep a record of these new concepts that you have recently uncovered, right, in your own understanding. And so my minimum requirement for this first assignment is 2 entries in the concept map with the corresponding entries in the glossary. So of course, if you're dedicating yourself to this area of study, your concept map will be maybe 50 entries long by the time I tell you folks to stop, right? To stop and move on to the next assignment. And you're more than willing to keep a record of your learning pathway and jot down all 50. And that would be, ideal. That would be something where I take a step back and get blown away, and I put that into a letter of recommendation for your university studies, just as a testament to your work ethic and your dogged determination. But of course, that's not required. As a teacher, I understand that you have multiple other responsibilities, other classes and whatnot, and I do not want to interfere with your high school careers. So at the moment, if you have a list of say 10, you're going to go ahead and pick out the strongest 2 concepts. Go ahead and formalize them by creating entries in the concept map, and that's about it. So have fun as you take your first step into the open door that is machine learning, and let's see how it goes.